Hey, good morning. This is Larry. It's I guess Wednesday, the 22nd of January. Isn't it amazing how fast this year is traveling by again? I recorded this little thing yesterday and posted it and didn't get a lot of play, so I decided this was so important that I would do it again today as a live event. And so let me switch over here and I'll show you the whole screen because it's better looking than I am. So during the 1920s, here's some information that you didn't know. And again, what you don't know will hurt you. During the 20s, the stock market quadrupled. In the decade of the 1920s, the US stock market quadrupled. Okay. Here's the problem. The problem is I can't make the screen work. Hang on. So here's the problem. If you didn't have a strategy of exiting that stock market before the great crash in 1929, well, the picture over there on the right pretty well says it all, right? The people that had invested lost their shirt and everything else. We forget that history lesson sometimes. And here's the sad part is that it would have taken you 26 years for your investment to recover. 26 years, right? Yeah, well, we've made changes and all that. And you're right, the stock market's different than it was then, but we need to learn from history, right? Here's one that'll catch your attention, I believe, is that today the stock market has nearly quadrupled since 2009. Yep. The stock market has nearly quadrupled since 2009. And so here's two questions for you to think about. Number one, how have you done? Right? Has your portfolio almost quadrupled in that 10 years? Has your stock and mutual fund, now again, they've gone up, right? Because a rising tide lifts all the boats. But you need to ask yourself, how have you done? And if you're short that, why is that? Well, part of that is, where the money is, and part of that is, fees and those kinds of things. All right. So here's the big question for you. And maybe the most important question you'll hear today is, do you have an exit strategy? Well, Mr. Larry, out of the market now, it's hot. Well, it is. How long will it stay hot? We forget that in the first decade of this century, the stock market left its customers hanging twice by the tune of 40 to 50%. Now, if you're 30 and listening to this thing, okay, you got time to recover. If you're 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, your biological clock is running. You don't have as much time left. What would happen if you woke up tomorrow and your portfolio had gone down 20, 30, 40, 50%? You can't recover from that. So you need to have an exit strategy. You need to have a timing for that strategy. Certainly, one of the wise things that I would suggest you consider is at least taking your gains off of the table, turn it into something safe so that you can continue to participate in the growth, but won't participate in the loss. Listen, you're better off making that move 6 months, a year too early than making that move one day too late. And I'm going to leave this staggering little quote with you. And again, I'm not a doom and gloomer. I hope the market continues to go up, 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 but it just can't. So here's a staggering quote from a guy who knows. And he's a PhD. He's run some of the biggest hedge funds in the United States. And here's what Dr. Steve here says. He says, this could very well be the last bull market many retirees will see during their lifetime. Bulls are better than bears. Choose wisely. And of course, if you'd like to talk, or if you have like some more information, obviously I'd love to help you if I can. Have a good day, and we'll see you the next time on our live. Thanks. Bye bye.